The two powerhouses, the things that drive South American wine, Argentina and Chile. But there's one more. There's one more that specializes in one particular grape. That grape is Tannat, and the place is Uruguay. Supposedly a very beautiful place, but Tannat rules here. In its homeland of Maduran in southwest France, it can be very tannic. It can even be undrinkable until it's older. Growing in the slightly warmer climate, though, we have a very different situation. Winemaking, actually, even of Tannat, began in the 18th century, the 1700s, when the Spanish brought the grape here. Likely it was Basque settlers who came here and planted this grape because Maduran is on the French side of the Pyrenees, but still part of Basque country. So Uruguay is located between Brazil and Argentina. It is between 30 and 35 degrees south latitude. It has a coastal Atlantic climate, temperate, so what you wind up having is balanced levels of alcohol and acidity. Both the Atlantic Ocean and the amount of rainfall moderate the temperatures during the hot months, which is fantastic. Garzon is really the flagship winery of Uruguay. If you're going to find an Uruguayan Tannat, likely it will be from Garzon. Alejandro and Bettina Belgeroni founded this winery in 2016. It's a fairly new winery. The vineyards are about 11 miles from the Atlantic coast. They're at about 500 feet above sea level, so not very high. 1,300 individual parcels, which they pay attention to from a microclimate perspective, from a soil perspective. They have a lot of decomposed granite here too, so great acidity in the wines. The Atlantic breezes are going to help the grapes ripen, but still maintain acidity. So this winery is extremely advanced. Again, it started in 2016, so it's new, wind-powered, solar-powered, the first LEED certified winery outside of North America, and they offer single vineyards. We were very lucky to secure this single vineyard limited production wine that shows off the terroir. It's a massal selection, so they go into the vineyard and find the best grapes in a group and plant them. This is the coolest blocks on the steepest parts of the vineyard. So rocky soils, exposed granite, again, we're looking for things that have high acidity and that are going to make the grapes struggle. 100% Tannat. Fermentation here in cement tanks, very modernist, and that's great. That's going to add some oxygen, but still allow the fermentation to be kind of clean here. And so then there are in French oak cask from 12 to 18 months. Tannat absolutely needs that to soften up a bit. So Tannat is really the flagship grape of Uruguay. It is really coming on strong. If you have not had it before, I'm glad to be able to present it to you. It's dark. It is really dark. It's high in polyphenols. It's high in pigment. It has a lot of really, really amazing flavors, but it is bold. And if you are not used to tannin, you need to have this with food. Root vegetables in herbal, buttery preparations, aged cheeses, roasted meats, those kinds of things. All right, swirl it around the glass and take a sniff. Dark chocolate, dark cherry, little black pepper, baking spice, maybe a little bit of allspice, nutmeg type notes, herbs. So I get a lot of tarragon out of this. I love making potatoes with tarragon on them, and this smells like that to me. Take a sip. There is astringency here, but those flavors take over. There's a smooth, almost like glycerin. There's a smooth, almost glycerin mouthfeel here, so it's this softness. The winemaking has compensated for the fact that Tannat is so tannic. It's a lovely wine. I think that you will have a whole appreciation for what Uruguay can do. And again, this wine with its herbal and spice and dark chocolate and dark fruit notes gives you a sense of what Tannat can do. And the fact that it's very tannic just means it absolutely needs food, but it is so much less tannic, frankly, than Maduran. This is a really classy wine, something with tons of flavor and tons of texture. Again, if you don't like it just to taste, it's a food wine 100%. So that makes a lot of sense to me. Have it with food, then think about it again. It's not a sipper, but it is fantastic.